The fact is this, your flesh is not being fulfilled the way that you thought it was going to be fulfilled. And the culture around you and your unbelieving friends are more than happy, and even sometimes your Christian friends, more than happy to say, hey, listen, man, there's so many better options for you out there. Cut loose from this one and find the next one. And the Bible is saying when you took that vow, the intention that God has for you is that you would be committed for a lifetime. You want the blessing, you've got to be committed. You want the blessing, you got to be committed. You want to flourish, you have to have the fidelity. And for this picture to work, we're talking about the biblical picture of marriage. You've got to be committed in 3 spheres of your life. Let me just tell you something. Today, I have the privilege of telling you the truth. And I don't think you want to go to, and it may be a little challenging today, I don't think you want to go to a church where you're being lied to. I don't think you want to go to a church that's Christianity light. I don't think you want to go to a church where, you're going to get a message that really is candy-coated and not saying it to you the way that the Bible says it. And so I just want to speak straight to you because you deserve it. You deserve to hear the truth. And if you can't get truth in church, you know what I'm talking about? You get lied to everywhere else. You better get the truth here. And so fellas, I'm saying to us today, we have to be committed in 3 spheres of our life. And the reality is this is essential because as the family goes, so goes our society. Right? As the family goes, so goes our society. Some of us are like, well, if we could just get a new person in the White House, or if we could get a majority in the legislature, or if we could get the people that we wanted in the judiciary. And I'm not saying that those things aren't important, but those things aren't the reason why our society is in the decay that it is in today. The decay of our society is the dissolution of the nuclear family. That's the reality. And so hey, if we are serious about seeing a transformation in our society, it starts in our marriages, right? So you and I need to be committed to God. We need to be committed to God. We need to be worshipers. We need to live our lives in such a way, men, that we have no other gods before Him, that we are dependent daily on His love, so that we can be filled with His love to give it away freely. The second sphere is we need to be committed to our wives. We need to be all in with our wives as Christ is all in for us. And the third area we need to be committed is to our church, because this whole metaphor shines in the context of the local church. And the world, like you can't have this metaphor work without the community of the people of God. Like you can't just be a disconnected couple out there in the world and even expect that you're going to hit the target that God intended. No, it is intended to be lived out in the community of God's people. Last week, as I wrapped up the 9 a.m. service, a man came to me and he looked at me and he said, hey, Pastor, I was finalizing my divorce tomorrow, but after today's message, I'm not gonna go through with my divorce anymore. And I was so grateful for the work of God in his life, but that was his life. I don't know what God is speaking to you. I don't know what God is speaking to you today. I know this, that God gives revelation so that we can make application. There must be something that God is speaking to you today to apply to your life. And so fellas, I would say to you today, just do it.